Hi all, welcome to Dark Heart Studios. I'm Wolfie and this is possibly our first video, or at least one of the first few. And in this video is also probably going to be the only one where I'm alone in the video, because I am doing a special project for the first year anniversary between me and Moony. And just in case this is the first video going up on our channel, let me welcome you guys to Dark Heart Studios. Our main focus is going to be cosplays as well as special effects makeup. In addition to that, we may also do some animations here and there, puppetry. We're definitely going to be selling merch, so keep your eyes on that. And just creating as we go, whatever we feel like we would like to create. Now, back to today's project. It's going to be a really special thing between me and Moony. I am surprising him for our first anniversary by showing up to our date in the cosplay of Millie from episode 7 of Helluva Boss. If you guys have not checked out Helluva Boss yet, or Has Been Hotel, I recommend that you do both because it is one of the best adult animated programs out there. We are diehard fans. Currently, there's 8 episodes total of Helluva Boss and just the pilot out for Has Been Hotel, and we have been obsessed with it for 2 years. Still waiting on new content, at least for Has Been Hotel, but Helluva Boss produces an episode every couple months. Anyways, the reason I'm doing a cosplay from that particular episode is because it is the first anniversary for the 2 characters who are married, and their names are Millie and Moxie. And this one was, oh, and there's my cat. Say hello to Solstice. She's hanging out with me. You can see her there. And the reason that this episode in particular stood out to us and was special enough for us that I'm going to be doing a cosplay from it for our first anniversary as a couple is because we really connected to the content. In particular, Moxie sings Millie a lovely song for their first anniversary. They're kind of made fun of for it, but given the fact that they don't really care and that they're willing to love each other and they're happy and not bothered by it, just really connected with us, more or less. And frankly, trying to keep this secret and he just walked by. Frankly, we really connected to the material because I am an asexual adult and he is an allosexual adult, and a couple lines in the song really just connected with that when Moxie is singing about being perfectly happy with the way their relationship is as it is. And we both laughed, cried, and snuggled the whole night after watching that episode. So that's why I picked this one in particular for this project. And so in doing that, it's not a super complicated outfit, but I do want to make it perfect. It is only, let's see, it's Monday, the date is Friday, so a little bit less than 4 days until our actual anniversary. And we are also prepping for our cosplays to go to Crypticon, which is our very next event, as well as Twin Cities Convention and Anime Detour coming up a few months after that. So I'm sneaking it in and pretty much going to be doing this all in one go, frankly, and hoping to get it all done tonight. We'll see how late this goes and just hope to have fun with it. A little bit of background about us as creators. I grew up sewing pretty much my entire childhood. We're actually both autistic as well, and part of my mom teaching me coping mechanisms was to basically always keep my hands busy. So even if I was ticking or having stress, having meltdowns, just day-to-day struggles when you're a child with that condition, she would just teach me a new skill. She has a background in theater stretching back to her teens, I believe. She ran away at 16, 17, joined the traveling theater as their costumer, and just continued to do that up as long as I can remember. Nowadays, of course, she mostly just does costumes and consulting for me and my crazy projects, including this one. But I learned from one of the best that Iowa could produce and was sewing in her lap since I was about 3. I, from there, got into doing the special effects makeup, just emulating my favorite movies, TV shows, etc. Me and Moony have been really good friends for about 10 years now, just about. And in the last 2 years, started to get really close to each other and just realized that we were already in a, what is it? And we just realized that we were already pretty much a queer platonic relationship, which is as close as an arrow ace like me was to a relationship, and things just grew from there, and real deep affection grew from there, and we've just been completely inseparable. And I've really found a partner who, even though probably didn't see himself going this route, is just as ambitious and willing to do these insane cosplay projects as I am, and it has been amazing. Last year we did a Luna and Blitzo cosplay from Hazbin Hotel. We did not finish it exactly. I'll still include some pictures just for reference. It did turn out really great, and we had a great time. We got recognized all over the place, and this was Crypticon last year. We did these in 5 days. It was quite a process, and we were still proud and happy with where we ended up with it, even after 5 days, and it was a lot of fun to do, so we kind of together fell in love with doing it at that time. And so this year we're going to recycle at least parts of the character costumes, but do a different outfit, so that will be uploaded a little bit later. And we are also doing Anna and Van Helsing from the Van Helsing series. So that's our Crypticon cosplays, with more cosplays to follow that. And we'll probably, if we're able to, also upload a video of the makeup contest at Crypticon, if we're able to do that. I'm pretty sure we can, but we'll find out when time allows. So we're definitely going to be uploading a lot in the next couple weeks, and then the next couple months and on. We're going to have a lot more content for you guys. And the hope is that you enjoy what we're able to make. Maybe we can give some advice to other creators, or take commissions, of course, to do cosplays for other people who just maybe don't have the time or interest in making their own. So that is definitely our ultimate goal, is to sell merchandise, sell actual cosplay outfits, and whatever we can get done from there. It would be wonderful to show up to a convention and just do a bunch of makeup for people and do all these cool things. So that is my kind of brief introduction to us and our relationship. Let's see who we are as people. Like I said, we're both autistic adults. We're a little bit different than most, and what's fantastic about that is it just really lets us connect. I have truly never connected to a person the way I've connected with Moony, and I hope he feels the same about me. We really hope. We've been planning this for the last year, since last year's Crypticon, on actually producing content and putting it out there for other people to see, maybe selling some of what we make, or just being someone's random favorite off-brand creator, I guess. So we're very excited to actually start doing this now, and in the next couple days to weeks to start actually uploading our progress and our process, and I'm just super thrilled about it, and can't wait to show him this video, of course, because, well, secret surprise there. And I hope you guys enjoy the project as well. And getting into the project, now I'm probably going to put the mic away. move my sewing machine up front, do a little bit of adjustment with the camera so I can get started on things. I actually was able to get Moony to help me with this part, making the... I have to make an under the garment bra for this particular dress because I am not someone who can get away with going braless. So together he wrapped me up. We made these pieces, and if you can see, it is simply duct tape, and in between the duct tape and my skin, we did regular kitchen plastic wrap. In the future, we are going to have some other projects that we do where we do a similar process. So we'll show you how it works, but given that this is for a built-in bra, I wasn't going to put that one on the internet. Now, what I'm going to do first off is to cut this into pieces. I have 2 of these, obviously, for, the 2 that I have. And we're going to use those pieces to start with the under the dress undergarments, and then the dress itself, which frankly, it's not a super complicated cosplay. When it gets down to it, you're going to see this is what my mom refers to as the tube technique, and I don't know the official cosplay terms or even the official sewing terms. A funny offshoot story here. As far as my education goes, I was able to take a few courses at the local college, St. Cloud State University, and really sharpen my skills. And I did fantastic. I mean, coming into the theater costuming class, I was pretty well prepared, and my teacher didn't so much teach me as put me to work, which was a huge compliment to my mom. But the problem was I learned my mom's terms and not the official costuming terminology for how to do things. So there was certainly, I worked fantastic. I love Carol, my teacher. She also helped me with the stage makeup and learning how to do that part. But as far as us working together to make costumes for the play that was going on at the time, it was a bit of a fun struggle where I'm saying things like, oh, the tubey thingy and the zigzag and just very generalized terms for sewing techniques. And she's like, no, what? Do it like it says in the book, please. But we did get the costumes rock and rolled out, and production was, at least that part of production wasn't behind. Anybody who is in theater costuming or theater in general knows that everything is usually behind to some degree, or just at all times. And at least I could say, despite our struggles with communication and what we were trying to do and get done on these outfits, that we were able to stay on track more or less. Outside of that, I also took theater stage makeup with her as well. And what was great about that, again, fun highlights with that was we did our first injury day. Everybody was doing the nose wax, scar wax, liquid latex, and fake blood, of course, with also the bruise wheel coloring on their hands and such. Do a cut on your hand. And because of my interest in homemade horrors, and I am very much hoping that I can find some decent enough quality old pictures of these things I used to make zombie and other makeups out of stuff like oatmeal and syrup. One of these days I'll have to do a video on that as well, because it turns out really creepy looking. Because of that, I went ahead and just did a bullet wound. It was fun. But unfortunately, what I needed the class for was I didn't know how to do makeup. Like, all of this is 100% thanks to Carol, and just giving another shout out there that I had no idea how to do makeup until I had taken that class. So, and that has helped so much with actually getting my shading and such right when we get to more of the special effects makeup. So that was awesome. Other than that, me and Moony are going entirely self-taught off of, we sometimes do some research, we sometimes look at other people's videos for inspiration, or we just trial and error, and We have some footage from last year that is pretty funny from our trial and errors with the attempts to make the imp costume. But we will upload more of that later. Again, I don't know if this is going to be the first video or not. I may, if I can, I may just edit this as a voiceover to the whole sewing thing. We'll see. We'll see what it ends up being. But that's about the most that I can think of to introduce this video. Again, we are going to go from a built-in bra style. We made the, we're going to make the base pattern from this duct tape mold I made of myself. And from there, we are going to use, as my mom would call, the tube technique to make the dress and sleeves. We're going to do a little bit of tacking to get the upper trim and lower trim on there. And the main difficult part of this dress is going to be the cutout heart. That's going to be, well, a little bit lower, more in the stomach area. We're going to have a little cutout heart here that I'm going to then add a little bit of red fabric behind. If I don't like the way it looks, maybe I'll leave it open and kind of not sure how confident I am. I don't often show a lot of skin, if that makes sense. So we'll see either way. If you take a look at the actual outfit and what it is, the character's skin is red. So that's where I may just use fabric behind in order to kind of get away with not showing my own skin. But technically, to do the costume, it is a cutout showing skin. We'll just see what I end up liking in the final look, pretty much. So hopefully you guys enjoy the content. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I will be happy to explain my process and how we get things done. Otherwise, time to start the hyper speed and get to the end result.
So good.
I did the thing.